The problem states two small planes start from the same point and fly in opposite directions. The first plane is flying 40 miles per hour slower than the second plane. In 2 hours, the planes are 520 miles apart. Find the rate of the slower plane. So in this problem, we have a rate, and we have a time, and we have a distance problem. So we can draw the chart for this problem. So we can draw the chart rate times time equals distance, because this is the problem that we have, a rate times time equals distance problem. So from the information that they gave us, it says the first plane, so we can label this as plane number 1, and this could be plane number 2, and this could be the total. So it says the first plane is flying 40 miles per hour slower than the second plane. So they don't give us the rate for either plane. So for the second plane, they don't give it to us. But they say the first plane, which is the slower plane, it says it's 40 miles per hour slower than the second plane. So if this is x, to write 40 miles slower, this is just be x minus 40. Because whatever this rate is, whatever rate for the second plane is, the second plane is just going to be whatever this is minus 40, because this says it's 40 miles slower. So keyword slower means to subtract by minus 40. It says in 2 hours, so they gave us time. So in 2 hours they're flying at the same time, because it says they start at the same point and fly in opposite directions. So in 2 hours they both fly for 2 hours. So the time for both planes is 2 hours. So they say the planes are 520 miles apart. So that's the total distance that they are apart. So 520 goes here. And now to fill in these boxes, we're just going to do the rate times time equals distance. And this is just whatever rate is in here times time here equals the distance here. So we're just going to write this as 2 times x minus 40. And this is just simply 2 times x. Once we have everything filled in our chart, the way we're going to set up the equation is this plane 1 distance plus plane 2 distance equals the total. So it's just going to be 2 times x minus 40 plus 2x equals 520. And now we solve for x. So here we're going to distribute the 2. Because this is 2 times everything in the parentheses. So 2 times x is 2x, 2 times negative 40, positive times negative is negative, 2 times 40 is 80. Bring that to plus 2x equals 520. And now we're going to collect like terms. These are both have x, so 2x plus 2x is 4x. So for x, we just bring down the minus 80 equals 520. Now we add 80 to both sides because we're trying to get x by itself. So we have to bring this minus 80 to this side. And to bring this minus 80, we have to do the opposite operation, which is positive 80 to cancel this out. And what we do on this side, we also have to do on this side. So now let's simplify this. So negative 80 plus 80 cancels out. So we're left with 4x on this side. So let's bring the information here. So 4x equals 520 plus 80 is 600. So now we have 4x is equal to 600. To solve for x, we're going to divide by 4 to both sides. Because this is 4 times x, the opposite of multiplication is division. We have to divide by the number in front of x, which is 4. So here 4 divided by 4 cancels out. We're left with x is equal to 600 divided by 4. So we can do division on the side. So 4 into 600. So how many times does 4 go into 6? Once. So 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract 2, bring down the 0. you get 0. How many times does 4 go into 20? 5 times. So 5 times 4 is 20. You get 0. Bring down to 0. How many times does 4 go into 0? 0 times. So 0 times 4 is 0. Minus 0. No remainder. So 600 divided by 4 is 150. So we solved for x, which is 150. But the question asks us that is how fast is the slower plane, the rate of the slower plane. The slower plane is plane 1 because this is x minus 40. It's 40 miles slower. So x is 150, so we know that plane 2 is equal to 150. But plane 1 is the slower plane, so we're looking for x minus 40, which is 150 minus 40, which is 110. So here we can replace this with the information we have. This is 150, and this is 110. So the answer to the problem is 110 miles per hour.